Hello, YouTube. Now let's talk about Gotham. So, I want to get one thing out here first. I'm not a Batman fan. Now, I know this would really annoy some people because there are a lot of people who are a fan of this character, and I'm not gonna say I can't see why. I mean, he does have some interesting premises. The fact that he doesn't have any powers, and yet is still able to fight some of the toughest villains there are in the DC universe, that's really cool. Um, but yeah, I can never get into him. I don't know why. Maybe it's something about how the fact that I never see why no villain can ever guess who he is, even though villains have gotten who he is before, and why he's always said to be the world's greatest detective, even though doesn't really appear to do that much detective work from what I've seen. I mean, like, I've seen him do some detective work, just not all that much. So, yeah, I'm not, and yeah, I don't know why, I just can't get into him. I can get into Nightwing, his sidekick, I can get into Robin's storylines, like all the other Robins, I know them by name. Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, what's the one after that? Tim Drake, Damian Wayne. I know all the Robins. I know there was also some girl Robin who I don't care about, and seeing as she's not technically a canon character, then I don't care. She's not a Robin to me. So yeah, I know all the Robins. I know about the Justice League. I can get into that, but I can't get into Batman. This show somehow did actually get me interested in him. Now, I don't really know why this is though. Because frankly, this show does a lot of things that usually I wouldn't really be interested in. I'm not really a cop show fan, or at least I'm not allowed to watch those shows. But I have seen a few, and really, the mysteries never suck me in. Just like, oh yeah, another killer's out on the loose. Whoop-de-doo. Yeah, never seen a killer out on the loose on the show. Oh wait, that's the only person who you ever had to track down. Yeah, go after a bank robber or something. But this show, I actually did find myself getting interested in. Now, okay, let's actually start talking about what's going on in season 2. So, this season, the first half is mainly focusing on Theo Galavan as the villain. Now, Theo Galavan is a guy who is running for mayor, and pretty much, yeah, he has his own secret agenda. Never seen that one before. So, yeah, he's eventually caught because not really that secretive, and pretty much, um, he is killed by Jim Gordon. Yeah, kind of a kind of a dark turn there, Jim. So, yeah, Jim just killed a guy in cold blood. What's he gonna do about this? Nothing. Okay, then. Well, he does feel at least a little bit guilty. That's something. But eventually the Penguin does take the fall for it because Jim saved his life that one time? I don't know. So, the Penguin is now sent to Arkham. He eventually gets out reformed and meets up with Paul Rubens, who was apparently his dad. Now, I will say this, that's a really cool. Now, I can't tell if this is a reference exactly or if this is just a coincidence, but I do think that it is a reference, and if that's the case, then that's a really good reference. Now, the Paul Rubens has played the Penguin's father before in Batman Returns, so I do think it is really cool they got him to reprise his role. Even if he does just die from poisoning from that annoying family. Thank God the penguin killed them. So, yeah, also the penguin killed his family. Yeah, that reforming really went a long way. So, yeah, pretty much he killed his adopted family because they're all horrible people. Yeah, that would have been a cool turn for the Cinderella story, wouldn't it? And pretty much he makes two of them into food and the last one into a home decoration piece. That got dark. So, also for the second half of the season, our other main villain is sort of Hugo Strange. And I think he's alright. Like, for the most part, Hugo Strange is done pretty well here. It's just that I never really found myself that interested in him until I started bringing people back to life. Then I was just like, okay, what's he really doing here? What's going on? But until that happened, I was just like, yeah, Hugo Strange. Get me back to the Riddler. And speaking of the Riddler, this is the guy I can go on and on and on about. So, let's talk about the Riddler on Gotham. Now, I do want to make one thing clear here. I love this portrayal. I really do. Now, okay, his origin being in line with the comics, it's not. Like, pretty much he started his criminal career in school in the comics. Here he's starting it in like his 20s in the GCPD. I mean, come on. There's obviously differences, but I'm fine with that. I really do like his portrayal here. Granted, I don't really get why they need to give him a split personality thing, but it at least resulted in some pretty cool cinematography and editing. So I will give them that. But pretty much, I do love what they've done with with the Riddler. I really do love him. Corey Michael Smith puts in a great performance, and I really do end up fascinated in this guy. I love seeing how his life went from actually getting a moment of happiness to going straight to tragedy, then going straight to madness and murder. I love the transition. They took their time with it, and it felt very natural. And I really do love how they went about it. Everything in it did seem to actually show the slow progression of him into the Riddler. And when he finally goes that extra mile and starts doing some of the Riddler things, even putting the classic question mark places, in which really nobody knew that that was Ed. I mean, come on. He put the question mark that was on his mug in one episode in a museum where he stole a painting from. Could you really not have gotten that? I mean, come on. He had the mug with the question mark. Was it really that hard to tell who it was? Yeah, but apparently it was completely impossible because he works in forensics. I don't know. And pretty much, I really do love what they did with him. I could honestly talk about him all day, but you know what? I think I'm good. I can seriously just talk about him even more, but that would pretty much take up the whole entire vlog, so I will stop with talking about Ed, even though I totally could talk about Edward Nygma some more. Seriously, if anyone wants to continue the conversation on Edward Nygma in the comments, let me know. I will be willing to. Seriously, I love the Riddler on the show. Yeah, really, I thought this villain was kind of lame, but with what they did with them, I really do love it, and I did get very interested in him. Every time he's on, I always do get excited, even though his impact in the season finale was kind of strange. I mean, all he really does for the second half is open up the elevator again and get put back in a cell just to yell, "Hey, what's going on?" Yeah, that's totally what I expected the Riddler to be doing in the season 2 finale. remember what you did at the last season finale. I mean, remember how awesome that was? You showed a little glimpse of the Riddler. That was so cool, and yet this season you just ended with him just yelling a lot. Totally great way to end it out with him there. Again, yeah, I could talk about the Riddler this whole vlog, but that would take up too much time, so let's get on to someone else. The Penguin. Now, I really do love the Penguin in this season, in the series too. He is by far my second favorite character. Riddler is still my favorite. I seriously love the Riddler. But the Penguin is still a great character. There's just something about the way the actor fits in the role perfectly. I don't know. I don't know this actor really. I haven't seen him in that many other things, but he does great. I just want to say that he does great in this role. He was perfectly cast. The actor sort of does have an Ichabod Crane look to him, which is kind of like what the Penguin did have, except the Penguin, of course, was a bit wider, but yeah, I'm fine without them doing that. It really doesn't matter to me. And I think that for the most part, they do portray this character very well. And the death of his mother was actually very sad. Oh yeah, there are spoilers in this vlog, if you couldn't already tell. Yeah, I probably already added in a alert spoilers thing, but yeah, I'll probably do that later. Future me do get on that. So, yeah, I really do like the Penguin in this series, and I think that season 2, they do him so much. They do him so much justice. I really do love what they do with him. So yeah, I just love the Penguin in this series. He is great. Oswald Cobblepot, I really do enjoy him. So let's actually get on some of the other characters, because God knows I can't talk about these two this whole vlog, even though if I could, that would be amazing. But pretty much now we gotta talk about some of the other characters. Kristen Kringle, let's talk about her. We gotta tie this back to the Riddler in some way. So pretty much Kristen Kringle, she was dating the Riddler, and then she dies. Well, that's kind of sad. I mean, like, I kind of expected her to be around longer. No? Just kill her off? Okay. You developed her well, though. I actually did want to see her survive. It was honestly really sad when she died. That it just came out of nowhere. The Riddler was happy for once. Give him some happiness. Jesus. So, yeah. Christian Kringle dies. I can honestly talk about the Riddler this whole vlog. I'm serious. But, let's actually do get back to the other characters. So, Jim Gordon, I feel about the same about him as I did the first season. Where there, I think he's alright. The actor does a good portrayal of Jim Gordon in his younger years, and yeah, there's some kind of funny little nods to what's gonna happen. Like, in the Azrael episode, they say, yeah, well, you'll run the police station. Maybe I will one day. Nice nod. Yeah, I can't really talk about the other characters that well, now that I think about it, but, you know, Jim Gordon, he's alright. I enjoy him. He's okay. I mean, Lee Thompson, she's kind of cool. I do like what they do with Lee. She does get a nice law development. She can hold her own. She's definitely less annoying than Barbara. God, I hate Barbara. I really hate Barbara. But let's not talk about Barbara, because I hate her. So, let's talk about the Joker. They killed him! They freaking killed the Joker! This really annoys me. Really? You killed the Joker! Why? Why did you kill the Joker? So he can come back? What's the point into that. He's in Arkham. He's gonna come back and everything. They killed him off, so they had to bring him back to life because in Arkham they can only do that with the villains for whatever reason. They can't do that with the crazy people. Yeah, I got it. You want to do that for whatever reason, but that is still really annoying to just kill him off in episode 5. Come on. It's episode 5. It's not like we got to see the Joker for that long. No, we only see him for, like, what, 2 or 3 episodes? Yeah, amazing build up there. Yeah, if you guys couldn't tell, this really, really annoys me. So, yeah. What do you have to say for yourselves, writers of Gotham? What do you have to say for yourself? Probably that I'm just using a plastic water gun to threaten you. So, yeah. That bit really annoyed me with him killing the Joker off like that. But let's actually talk about one of the other main villains, that being Theo Galvan. I think he's okay. But I did find myself more into him when he came back as Azrael. Because when he's around in the first half, I just think, meh. I mean, okay. Down and about and doing stuff as a mayor. Ooh, the horror. Yeah, I've seen this before. Again, we've seen this quite a bit, and after a while, it does kind of get annoying to constantly have to see. And yeah, I wouldn't really mind so much if they changed it up with them, but they don't. They pretty much keep them the same as every evil, corrupt mayor storyline. And yeah, I just never really found myself that interested in him until he came back as Azrael. In which case, that was so awesome. They brought him back as Azrael. That was amazing. I did love seeing that. So yeah, I do love seeing him come back as Azrael and everything. That was really great. I love seeing that character finally get a little bit more attention. But, I've seen better versions. I don't know, I just kind of thought that when they killed him, that was by far Azrael's best scene. Seriously, his death was amazing. Butch and the Penguin come out with a rocket launcher and shoot him. And then they just leave. I love that death. Seriously. Does his obituary just say, killed by an awesome scene with a rocket launcher and the Penguin? Really, that would be the perfect obituary. I mean, I just love that. I just really love that. So, yeah, there are quite a few more things to talk about. For one, the Firefly. They changed the gender for whatever reason. Yeah, I don't really get this. Did the gender changing really add anything else to the character? No, just a gender change for no discernible reason. I could at least get this if they had some reasoning behind it. But all I can get is that they wanted to have some little talk with them, with Firefly and Catwoman. They wanted them to have some little friendship, and couldn't they just do that if she was a guy? I really don't get this. Like, why switch up the gender? What was the point in that? So, yeah, they swapped up the gender for whatever reason, and this is kind of an issue to me because I don't really see why they had any reasoning for doing this. Not like it added anything else to the character that couldn't have been added. So, yeah, I just find this very confused. So, yeah, there are tons of other characters in this season. Yeah, we're almost 20 minutes in, and I'm still not done talking about all the main characters in this season. Well, I have sort of gotten the main ones out of the way, except for Harv. Yeah, now Harvey Bullock is now the captain of the GCPD because he gave a speech. That's how that works. So, yeah, I think that's kind of cool, and seeing him as captain is actually really funny. I do love seeing it. It's just like, where did that come from? like, out of nowhere, like, the current captain is stabbed by Azrael, in which, yeah, I do like the current captain, but come on. Who wasn't saying it's clobbering time whenever they saw him in that role? I mean, come on. I could have been the only one. I know I wasn't the only one. So, yeah, it was kind of cool to see the new captain, but I do like Harvey Dent in the position more. I do find him as he is taking more charge, and I do really like him in the role. Of course, though, we do know that Jim does eventually get it, but right now he wants a GCPD, so will he get the position yet, probably? So after that, we have Bruce Wayne. He's still becoming Batman. I don't know what else to say about him. Again, I'm not that big of a fan of Batman here. He met a girl. They didn't get along well. I don't know. What else do you want me to say about him here? Alfred is cool. Alfred I actually found more interesting than Bruce. Yeah, that's usually the other way around. I mean, even though I'm not that big of a fan of Batman, I always found him more interesting than the Butler. But here, no. I found Alfred Pennywise more interesting. That's a problem there. So, yeah, Bruce Wayne's actor, he does play him well, and you can sort of see where he's coming from. And I do like the intense training that he does to himself, but yeah, I don't see how just looking at a few photos automatically makes him the world's greatest detective. I mean, seriously, he's able to piece anything together after looking at a few photos. Where did he get that? Was his parents training him in how to be the world's greatest detective beforehand? I mean, really, how did he learn that? You can't just automatically get detective skills because you want them. I mean, that's not how it works. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say about Bruce. And yeah, I already talked about Hugo Strange. Everything in Arkham is really awesome. We saw some nods to Killer Croc, which was great. We saw an alternate Bruce coming out in the end. Yeah, does anyone know who the heck was getting out of Arkham in the end on the bus? Because really, all I think I saw was Bane. Not even sure I saw Bane. It might have been a guy with a mask. For all I know, it could have been Black Bolt or something for some odd reason. Maybe crossed universes in comics. I don't know. Really, who was that? Who are all these people that got out? They're like showing you little tiny glimpses, and I'm like, what? I can't make any of these out. Who are these supposed to be? I saw some alternate version of Bruce Wayne. I thought that was the Scarecrow for a second. I'm just like, oh hey, Scarecrow, you're out. Oh wait, no, that's someone else. Sorry. So yeah, there quite a lot of villains got out, and I honestly have no idea who any of them are. So that that's kind of annoying me. Seriously, who are these people? I really want to be filled in. But yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta add to them. So now we have the minor villains I want to talk about, which are just kind of cool additions to the series. Now, I do want to make something clear for this, that I have not seen all the episodes in Season 2, or at least not the full ones. I missed half of Season 2, and I had to get caught up through reaction videos, and yeah, I did find some more of the episodes when they were on. It's just that, well, wasn't able to catch them all. So, hey, look that I'm wearing a Pokemon shirt. It tied into it. So, yeah, I wasn't able to catch all the episodes, and so yeah, there might have been a few minor villains that came into the series that I didn't know about because I hadn't seen it or anything. So, yeah, there are really only two that I got to notice that I thought were very cool coming in. For one, Brother Blood. We got to see a little bit of him, and if you're a fan of Teen Titans, you know who I'm talking about. Season two's main villain, and I really do like Brother Blood in that show. And here, he's okay. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta add to him. He's alright. Like, Sierra does tie more to him being religious than it did on Teen Titans. Really. They call him Brother Blood on Teen Titans, but he never even does anything religious. Seriously. Why even call him Brother Blood then? But, yeah, okay, so for the other character, for the other one that came in just very recently, we got the Chameleon, and I gotta admit, it is kind of cool to see this minor villain finally come into the show. Will his brother be coming in? I don't know, but it is cool to at least see him come in. Right when I saw him, I was just like, wait a minute, who is this? Is this the Chameleon or something? And then they say, oh, you're a chameleon. I'm like, how would I know? How did I know? They didn't even do anything with him yet. I can't wait to see him actually start acting like the chameleon more, but for where he is right now, I do find it very cool and how they're portraying him and everything. So I can't wait to see more of him in the chameleon thing, because he can be a very good potential character. He can shapeshift, so can't wait to see what they're gonna do with that. Right now he's taking on the form of Jim Gordon. Dun dun dun. So yeah, there is quite a lot in this show that I'm pretty sure I didn't cover, but it's a really good show. Selena Kyle, she's also pretty cool. Not really much to say about her though. Poison Ivy showed up a little bit more, but she's still just Ivy, so nothing really that interesting about her. I'm pretty sure that she's not gonna become Poison Ivy until a whole lot later, so yeah, she's just sort of that character that just kind of keep on popping up for me. Because I'm pretty sure they're not gonna make her Poison Ivy as like a little kid or anything. They're probably gonna wait for at least until she's a teenager or something. So yeah, I think it's okay. I mean, what they do, it's done fine. Everything that's going on in it, I do find myself interested. They do find a way of taking these mediocre ideas and making them pretty interesting, but by far my favorite character on the show is the Riddler and the Penguin. Those two are by far my favorite, and I could honestly watch their scenes all day. In fact, I have done that at night. Yeah. If I find like one clip for the Riddler at night, I'm just gonna keep on watching his clips all night. For some reason. So, pretty much, I do really like what they did with them. I do like what they've done with the rest of the show. It is very interesting. And I can't wait to see what they're going to do with these actual sort of super-powered villains getting out. Fish Mooney is back. I forgot to talk about her, but she's back. That's cool. I don't know what else to add to that. She's back. Yay. So, yeah. Quite a bit can be done with this. So, yeah, I can't wait to see what else is going to be going on the show. So that'll be it. Bye. What about her? Why? Not really. I don't really need to talk about her. I mean, she wasn't that important this season. Okay, but on one condition. That you tell me your real name. Because if you're going to keep on popping up here and being some sort of casual character or something, you know, you're just some words on screen, then I at least need to call you something. Really? Todd? Okay, well, as long as you fill me in as to when the cleaning lady comes, then we're gonna be just fine. I'm sure you don't. But a deal is a deal, so yeah, let's talk about Barbara Gordon. Or, well, just Barbara, seeing as her and Jim never got married. So, Yeah, I don't really like Barbara. To me, she's just not an interesting character. There's nothing really about her that sucks me in. Pretty much the point where I started losing my interest in her was when everything with her and the future tigress happened. Everything with that, I was just like, yeah, I don't care about her anymore. Anything could happen to her and I wouldn't care. And that's sort of how I felt about her the rest of the series. Like, when she got captured, I didn't care. Something could have happened to her. She could have died. I wouldn't have cared. And yeah, she just came out psychotic. So yeah, I still didn't care. I really just don't care about this character. The only interesting thing that happened to her this season is that, or at least for me, is where she teams up with the Joker. And she kind of fills in that Harley Quinn role. And yeah, I find this kind of interesting, seeing as they already have someone on the show who might be Harley Quinn later, even though she's not really working at Arkham where she's supposed to be. But I don't know. Maybe she will one day. So maybe she'll go from nightclub to working at Arkham. It could happen. So yeah, really, I don't really get why make Barbara Gordon sort of fill in that Joker Harley Quinn role, but that's kind of the only part where I found her interesting. Outside of that, I was pretty much just saying, yeah. Go back onto the interesting stuff with like the Riddler becoming the Riddler and framing Jim, or the Penguin. Well, doing anything really. We could even show the Penguin just sitting down taking a nap. I wouldn't care. It'd be more interesting than Barbara. So yeah, I really don't like Barbara. To me, she's the biggest flaw on the show, and outside of the killing of the Joker, I just really don't get into her. She's just meh character to me. There's nothing really that interesting about her. She's just sort of there to fill in the gap to me, and whenever she's needed, she'll come in. Granted, her role in the season finale I did find as kind of cool, but outside of that, yeah, I didn't care. So that's pretty much all I gotta say about Gotham season 2. Um, yeah, next superhero show I'm going to be talking about is The Flash, and apparently I'm announcing what vlog I'm going to do next. This isn't gonna be a casual thing. This is just gonna be, yeah, me announcing them. Yeah, not gonna be a common thing. I'm just gonna do that for the superhero show vlogs because there are quite a lot of them that I got to cover. Like, think I got 4 more left. So yeah, we got quite a bit more to go. I'll see you in the Flash vlog. Bye.